Wait, that is your name, right, Blake?
Yeah, it is.
Alright, shit, that scared me. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Blooper reel, got it.
Got it.
Alright, so you ready?
Alright.
Alright. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Blake and Sunny, and also GDW142, and we are coming at you guys with a podcast. And the first question we're going to start off with is actually how we got into Pokemon Wi-Fi battling. We all have different stories, and I guess I'll start it off. I started off watching a ton of YouTube videos, and I think I first ran into the Killer Nacho. He uploaded almost every day, and I enjoyed watching his videos a lot. He commentated in a way that appealed to me, and it's just watching him make those good plays and those well thought out plays make me want to get into it myself. So him and Blame Truth are like the main two reasons why I'm uploading to YouTube today. And I guess Sunny can go next now.
Alrighty, well, competitive Pokemon battling for me started probably a year and a half ago, something like that. I was just at school, I was meant to be studying, and me and my mate, as we do, just started talking about Pokemon. And I was like, dude, I have this sick-ass team in Heart Gold, you should see it, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, dude, I've got like a level, not a level 900, a Blissey with 100, fucking 900 HP. And I was like, no, that's not possible, you can't have a Blissey with 900 HP. And he's like, here, I'll show you. Turns out he couldn't find it. And I was like, how did you get it up to 900 anyway? And he told me about all this EV training and stuff. And as it turns out, it's not possible to get a Blissey with 900 HP. But
714.
when he introduced me to EV training, that's how I sort of, got into, making all these awesome set Pokemon and stuff. And I EV trained my own Pokemon for a while. And then when Black and White 2 came out, when Black and White 1 came out, I should say, that's when I started getting into PokeSav and just competitive battling in general over Wi-Fi and Pokemon Online and all that sort of thing.
Did you do 4th gen?
Yeah, not much. I didn't reach that point yet. Like when I got into competitive battling is when Black and White had just come out, so didn't really have the chance to play 4th gen competitive with anybody.
Yeah. For me, it's kind of the same deal as you, almost exactly the same. Like my brother was playing through Platinum for like the 3rd or 4th time, I believe. And he's like, dude, you should play through Pokemon games and stuff. Because I did when I was little. I don't know how it was for you guys, but I did when I was like, I want to say I played through Pokemon till I was about maybe 4th or 5th grade-ish. And then after that, I just kind of like let go of it for a while. But then he's just like, you know what, dude, I think it was summertime. And he's just like, you should play through a Pokemon game. So I played through his Platinum version and beat the damn game in like 3 days. 20 hours of playtime, yeah, with hardcore. And I was watching, actually the same as you, Blake. I think Blame Truth was the first guy. I can't really remember distinctly, but I'm pretty sure it was Blame Truth, because I know I was subbed to him for COD at the time, because I was playing, I don't know, was it Black Ops last summer? Would that be Black Ops? I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been
that would be Black Ops.
Yeah, and so I was watching him for that, because he's pretty awesome commentator. But, yeah, I watched his competitive battling, and I kind of saw the same stuff of EV training and heard him talking about it, so I looked it up, and me and my brother ended up trying to have a 4th gen battle on like Pokemon Battle Revolution. We stayed up one night all night after we had actually like legit EV trained, and we only got him to level 50, but we had like a level 50 flat battle with 6 legit EV trained Pokemon. I think it took us 2 months to actually get this team.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a grind, but and then after that, Steven had already been Mr. Miyagi-Moto, as the viewers probably know him. Had Black and White for a while and was into competitive battling, and he convinced me to get Black and White, and then I guess it just kind of snowballed from there. So I'm here now, I suppose.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that we've all been playing Pokemon since we were little kids, but I guess just recently, I guess we can say that we've been getting into competitive battling.
Yeah, that's
it's
fair
just
to say.
a lot appealing now.
Well, I mean, obviously when you're little, you're not going to have a clue in hell what EVs are. I mean, even a year ago when I started, I don't. It took me a good day or two to actually wrap my head around like how EVs work and whatnot. But
ever since Pokemon Online came out, I feel like it's a lot easier to understand with the stat changing, the team builder and stuff.
Yeah, when did Pokemon Online actually come out?
I have no idea, but
Because it's been there like
think
forever for me. I don't know if it's like a really old thing or if it's like newer or what.
there was this one before it called Shoddy Battle, which
Yeah, I've
I
heard of that.
tried, but I back then I wasn't really into competitors, so I didn't know what the hell was going on. I kept losing, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But as for Pokemon Online, I have no idea when that came out, to be honest.
But what really boggled my mind when I first started, I don't know about you guys, was the fact that like how the hell did they get all these pokes to like level 100? That was the one thing, like salving all that.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
know.
took me the longest time to figure out. I got what EV training was, but I'm like, how do these guys have that much time that they can just have all these level 100s and stuff? But yeah.
Yeah, people like MTG Xerxes have, like, I think MTG Xerxes Pokemon from 4th gen are completely legit. He EV trained everything, like his level 100 Blissies and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and he has
Jesus.
completely legit. I don't think he touched Pokesap, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Like that's kind of the same thing watching Blame Truce videos. I was like, "Oh, how the hell did he always talks about that was a speed tie, and I know this for that reason because it's always a speed tie." I'm like, how do you know that? Since there's different IDs and shit. And I eventually figured it out, but yep. All right, so I guess we're gonna go on to like this next question here. What Pokemon should not be in the tier it is currently in? Like, what's OP, I guess, in its tier, and what tier do you think it should belong in? Sonny, you can go first if you want to.
I would have thought. I don't really think Excadrill belongs in Ubers, to be totally honest with you. I can see why people hate it in OU, but it's not really Uber's material, and there's a fair few checks and counts to it in OU anyway. Like Skarmory just shits all over it.
Oh yeah.
What else?
Gotta watch out for that hidden power fighter on it though.
Yeah.
Nobody. Okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
God
you don't even see X-Drill being played in Ubers right now, anyways.
Yeah, I've tried it, but there's just so many better pokes in Ubers that it's just not worth it.
I mean, it takes a Swords Dance like to do anything in Ubers,
Yeah.
and even
Yeah,
then, it's just like there's Kyogre everywhere, so they just bring in Kyogre and your shit stops. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
And plus, sand is a lot harder to maintain in Ubers than rain or sun. Just because T-Tar and Hippowdon are sort of outclassed in Ubers.
T-Tar, yeah. T-Tar, I don't know. Hippowdon, whenever, I mean, I guess I don't play Ubers at all, but Hippowdon seems more viable to me than Tyranitar. I don't know why, but to me it just I feel like Tyranitar, while it hits hard, I mean, we're talking Ubers here, it doesn't hit hard enough, and it's almost better to have something that can kind of maybe sponge a Draco. I don't know, is Hippowdon's physical defensive, but I see, of course you're going to run special defensive if you're in Ubers. This is me talking about like my 2 games of Ubers, so maybe I don't know, but I feel like maybe you can like sponge a Draco a little better, slack off, and then you still have like some something there, whereas Tyranitar, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but Tyranitar, he doesn't have a reliable form of recovery, but he does have that special defensive boost from being a rock type and a sandstorm boost.
I guess, I don't know. Me ranting about dumb shit. I was thinking, what poke should not be in the tier it currently is in? See, this is what Blaziken, and with like speed boost. It gets speed boost obviously is why it's Uber, but I was thinking that they need to come up with some way. I don't know if this is just like if it sounds stupid to you guys, but I think they should make a way that the Blaziken should be separate from speed boost, because I think Blaze could almost even be UU.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, its speed is really lackluster, so there's really
like
no
80,
reason.
85, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So like a standard Choice Scarf set could be viable in like UU.
Yeah, I mean, and then even I don't know, like if you have like T-Wave support and then like a mix set, because it's damn good mixed. I know I ran one on that first 4th gen team I made, but I don't know. I just wish they could do that somehow, make them separate.
Yeah. But for me, I think Magmortar doesn't really belong and never used. I mean, there is a Stealth Rock's weakness, but it's got ridiculous special attack for the NU tier.
Yeah, the NU team I use for my almost all my NU matches. If Magmortar is not scarfed, I lose because it's got such good coverage as well. It's got like T-Bolt and Fire Blast and
yeah, it does
everything. I mean, it's a threat. Definitely.
But the thing is, Magmortar, even in NU, it has a lot of checks.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
especially
doesn't
defensive
anything in
wartortle.
NU though?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, if it moved up to RU, could it really compete with the rest of the Pokemon there?
I feel like it could.
Like-
I mean, I got to bring up a tier list here, but and then you
No,
said especially defensive Wartortle isn't going to appreciate T-bolts.
yeah, it is.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I mean, expert belt, that's what usually they are if they're not scarfed.
Yeah, that's true.
I just don't. I feel
But
like
my
it can
physically-
maybe take 3.
But I mean,
My physically defensive Wartortle can take 2 T-bolts from the Scarf one, I think.
Really?
I think so, if I'm not misremembering.
Like you're saying, it
It
can.
can take it pretty well.
It dies on the second, or it can take like 2 and then dies on the
Dies
third.
on the third, I think. Because I
Well,
remember
this is for-
switching one in
from
and then going
full,
for a
though.
Surf and something. I don't know.
but Magmortar does have Typhlosion in RU as competition.
Yeah, I mean, Typhlosion just
Yeah,
has
that's true.
Eruption. That's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Focus Blast,
The
but
rest-
the only
there is
thing you're going to
Focus
see Typhlosion is either Scarf or it's going to be Specs, just for, surprise factor. Because they're just
Yeah.
going to assume it's Scarfed. I mean, I'm looking at it, there's no really good special walls in RU, period. Like, Dust Noir, like, if you just click, hit special defense, and you go from the top, you
Yeah.
got Dust Noir, Uxie, Gallade, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan is, like, your top 5. So, I mean...
There is Munchlax.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. Yeah, you're right there. Okay, there's Eviolite, people. Pharaoh Seed, but that's not going to be... I guess Clefable. Clefable does check the shit out of Magmortar, because I don't know if Fire Blast would be doing over half and then Wish Protect shenanigans. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just feel like it'd be fine. No, it would limit it, because in NU you can pull off the Expert Belt set, because it is NU, but like I feel like if it got moved up to RU, you would have to use a choice Scarf set, just because it wouldn't
Yeah, maybe.
simply be fast enough. I don't know. Maybe not, but
Okay, so we're gonna move to the next question.
go ahead.
Okay, do you guys have high hopes or just regular standards for Black and White too?
I have got really high hopes for Black and White too. I mean, I actually loved Black and White. I thought the storyline in that one was amazing. So, Black and White 2, for me, I'm hoping that it's going to be awesome. I really do.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
right. I'm
and
right with
I've-
you on that one. So, I mean, like I agree, because a lot of people hated the storyline of Black and White simply because I don't know why did people hate the storyline. Does anybody know? I don't understand why people hated it. Was it too sporadic or what?
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either.
I read a comment yesterday. I believe it has to do with the fact that it was so Team Plasma oriented. Does that sound familiar? People getting
Yeah.
pissed about how Team Plasma's everywhere.
Yeah, but that's... I don't see that as a bad thing, to be honest.
No, I don't either. I mean, it makes it
Yeah.
more entertaining. What are you going to do? Battle, I guess the one thing I didn't maybe like was how much you battled Sharon and Bianca, maybe.
Yeah, that pisses me off.
That might be a little rage-inducing, but I'm kind of with
Hmm.
you. I do have really high hopes for Black and White too. Black and White, the more, I've said, the more I watch your Pure White playthrough, the more I just 5th gen is pretty freaking cool when you think about it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of turning points where you can tell that Pokemon has developed so much, and it's just people continue to have just these higher expectations and what Nintendo can just improve more on.
Yeah. I don't know. I love. This is one of the biggest things about Black and White, which may sound silly to you guys, is the fact that they actually the Pokemon move in battle. I just think that's awesome.
Yeah,
4th
Yeah.
gen,
I love that
you
as
just,
well.
yeah, you just have them sitting there. But the fact that they just move in battle is pretty sweet. And then I don't know if you've seen, but in Black and White 2, I believe the trainer sprites are all animated when they come in battle. And the,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I think even the terrain, the backdrop and whatnot, how they're on that platform. You stand on that platform. I've seen a
Yeah.
long grass one, and the grass is actually waving and moving kind of.
Okay,
So
that's actually pretty cool.
yeah, it seems pretty legit to me.
I would love to one day see a battle completely animated, with the, when a Pokemon goes for a move and stuff.
Yeah,
It actually looks like they're going for it without, just a simple battle animation.
yeah.
That seems a bit too big for now.
But if like a Pokemon like misses a move, that'd be funny.
I don't know. Have you seen the new? What do you know? What the new Zekrom and Reshiram things are going to be called?
I don't.
No
I
idea.
think it's I heard somewhere it was Zekrem and Reshiram.
Really?
Maybe? I'm not sure on that one actually,
I
but
don't know, but
that
I'm gonna
rings a bell.
try and find a screenshot of the new Zekrom, and I don't know if you've seen it, but it looks like crap in my opinion.
Yeah, they don't really look very good.
Yeah, like it's like almost too much. I don't know if you've seen it, Sonny, but
I don't mind the Zekrom one.
the Zekrom, you don't mind?
Not, but
Like the black one?
yeah,
Like I meant the new one with like the fused with Kyurem.
yeah.
Really?
I don't mind the black one, but I'm not a fan of the white one.
Holy crap! I'm just the opposite. Like to me, it looks like just like a pile of shit. Almost, it's got way too much going on. I'll have to find a picture here.
All right, so you want to move on while you're looking that up?
Yeah.
Okay. Should have Black and White had the team preview for Wi-Fi battling? How do you guys feel about that?
Go ahead, son.
I think I don't mind the team preview. I think it's a good thing, but I think it's a shame that they released the team preview in the same generation that they released oh god, what's that thing called? Oh, I can't remember its name. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Illusion Fox thing.
Oh yeah, Zoroark.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that
I think it's a
that
shame
just completely
Zoroark at the
like
same time as team
ruined
preview.
Zoroark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
makes
agree.
Zoroark a lot more predictable now, so
Yeah, for that reason, it's just I think that from 4th gen to 5th gen, that team preview just completely changed everything. In 4th gen, there was like you had to have knowledge on like the metagames and everything, so you would kind of I don't know how to completely say it, but you would have to have like the experience to do well in the tiers that you're playing. You know what I mean?
yeah. And teams would be built differently. You'd have like a dedicated lead and you'd have, dedicated walls and stuff like that, and anti-leads and all that sort of thing. But in black and white, you just lead with whatever you think, you should lead with based on your opponent's team preview.
Well, I
So it'll-
personally like though the fact that you can see team preview.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a 50-50 kind of deal. Like at times I feel like it'd be fun to not know their team, and then that way it comes really more into play how well you know like the tier you're playing or the metagame, I suppose.
yeah, for sure.
But then at the same time, more strategy comes into play if you know their teams. It's more predicting. So I don't know. They're definitely. I don't know.
I feel like-
they're just definitely. It's hard to compare the two. They're almost two. They're really different.
Yeah.
All right, I almost found a video here.
Okay. So who do you guys think is the strongest YouTuber? Like, so people like Rick or Elo or Xenon, but who do you guys think is the strongest?
Like
The
battling wise.
strongest.
Yeah, like battling wise.
Huh.
I don't actually watch enough people to know, but out of the ones that I do watch, I would probably say Shofu.
Yeah, Shofu is good.
Uh oh. All right. There we go.
But the people that I watch these days, they don't really play, the standard OU metagame very much. Besides Shofu. So
I think
I don't really know
person
how
that-
everyone plays.
I think the only person that competitively plays OU is Shofu, and he plays it a lot, so he's actually really good at it.
See, I don't really
Yeah.
I don't watch Shofu at all, to be honest with you guys. I'm not sub to Shofu or Hayden just because, well, I don't know why, but like in my opinion, I think Rick is probably, I don't know, I just feel like Rick's the best that like I've watched. Like whenever he's streaming, it just seems like he just shits on anyone he battles. I don't know.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Like NBZ and Elo, I don't know if they're just because they're just they like to screw around more kind of deal on stream, and they're just not serious all the time. Not that Rick is, but I just feel like Rick. I don't know. I just feel like he's the best in terms of skills per se.
Yeah, he is pretty good. And I don't know if you guys watch him, but Chimpact he's also good. He's a strong battler.
Yeah, Chimpact's really
I
good.
I haven't seen much of Chimpact stuff. I watched the occasional one, but I haven't really seen how he plays.
Yeah, Chimpact's actually like the first big YouTuber I battled like with over, say, I don't know, like 1,000 subs. And
Yeah.
I battled him in OU. I don't know how I hung with him. I was like going like with a try hard rain team. But yeah, okay. I got a video. I'll show you guys. It's at 1 minute in this video. So I don't know if you'll have to mute the YouTube part of it. Here, holy shit. I'll link this video in the description too of this whole ordeal, or whoever's channel this is.
Alrighty.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think I posted it at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I think it's at the 1 minute point.
Okay. So, Sonny, do you want to ask a question?
Alrighty. Alright. How do you guys think the storyline of Black and White 2 will go? Just leading on from the question that we were talking about before about, what you're expecting.
I think, I don't know if you've seen the gameplay trailers. It's actually, I think it's in the beginning of this one, how half the map is covered in ice.
Yeah.
I think that's like the gameplay. If I had to just straight up guess, I haven't done any research, but if I had to guess, that part of the map won't be like accessible. And I've heard there's 2 new gym leaders, and I believe that ice region actually covers 2 gym leaders, and then like in the gameplay trailers, it shows that there's 2 new ones. So I wonder if you're just not going to be able to go on that part of the map at all. And I wonder if it has to do well, it definitely is going to have to do with Kyurem, I believe, because I feel like he's been maybe it's upset him somehow. I don't know if this game's taking place before or after. You think it would be taking like after. It's Black and White 2, so you think it would be taken after? I don't know if we know if it's after.
Yeah,
Black
I think
and
it
White.
is.
Like a couple of years, maybe.
Sequel. Yeah, it is.
So
Yeah,
maybe it's gonna have to do with. I don't know if they're gonna take what's this face? What's the name of the trainer you played as in Black and White? Do you know the name? Did he have a name?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Nah, you just picked your own name.
Well, no, like how everything has a name. I thought they all did, like Brendan and Red and.
I've no idea.
No? Okay, maybe not. But maybe. Well, that kind of throws that idea out of the way. But I thought maybe somehow that, like, it'd talk about that character and how maybe they caught Kyurem and that it upset, like, the balances. Because I don't know, was Kyurem. I don't know, since the storyline was a bit ridiculous, I don't remember it too well. But I thought maybe it'd be, like, upsetting the balances and maybe that's how, like, the ice came to be and whatnot. Maybe not.
I think the way that it'll go, like personally, because at the end of Black and White, there's a battle between Reshiram and Zekrom,
Yeah.
and I think they both get captured. You have to catch one, and your rival catches one, and you guys battle. And now that they're gone, I think it's Kieran's, he doesn't have the other 2 stopping him, so he's sort of like terrorizing.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of feel is happening.
Wait, run that by me again?
Because in Black and White at the end, you got to catch one of the legendaries.
Yeah.
Your rival catches the other one. So
And
now that those 2 legendaries are gone, Kieran doesn't have anything stopping him from terrorizing.
yeah, that makes sense too, huh?
Yeah,
That actually
that's
makes more
kinda-
sense, yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was kind of thinking of how Sonny said it was gonna go. I haven't really looked up what was going to happen in Black and White 2. I haven't really been excited for it, I guess you could say, because I've just been playing Black and White, so I don't really. I mean, I'll play Black and White 2 when it comes out, but I don't really want to go into that really like right now. I don't know how to say it.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
excited as hell for Black and White 2, to be honest with you, because when I'm bored, I'll immediately go to, I'm going to play through a game I own again, and like the same old crap gets boring, so a new game.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
I think I'm going to try and play it when the Japanese version comes out. That's how stoked I am for
Oh
it.
yeah, same here. I think so too. I'm going to try and get my hands on that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, the version comes out for everyone else when? Do we know?
There is a
months
release
after.
date. I can look that up.
All right. But then the if we want to talk about how it affects the competitive battling aspect, this kind of leads right into the fact that I know for certain that Keldeo is going to be introduced, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
It was in the movie.
Yeah,
Have you seen the movie trailer?
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah. So, and then I don't know what's going to happen with, like, Genesect and, what's the other thing? Meloetta?
Yeah.
I don't know
Meloetta,
if those are going to come out as well at some point, or, like, if they're going to be in the original Pokedex. I think I heard somewhere or read somewhere that Keldeo is actually, like has a number in the actual dex now, because it obviously didn't before, but I think it actually has its own number. So it's definitely going to be in there. But in terms of it, I think Keldeo, man, is going to just, I don't know. I don't even know if, I think it's going to start in OU if we're talking competitive battling. But
yeah, for sure.
If you look up its move pool, holy shit, it's got one heck of a move pool. I believe it gets, I'm going to look it up here. Hold up.
Yeah,
I haven't used any.
The release date for North America for Black and White is autumn 2012, and Japan is June 23rd.
What the hell is autumn in America? That's like
fall, so like October.
October. That's actually not that far away.
Yeah, I was surprised when they released the dates. It's really not that far away.
Okay, right off the bat, this thing has 91 HP. It's got 90 defense and 90 special defense. So we're talking it's pretty damn bulky, right?
Yeah.
And then it's got 129 spec attack with 108 speed, you know, like how they all the thingamabobs have. But if you run this on a rain team, put this in perspective, a Calm Mindset is going to be really hard to stop. With Hydro Pump.
Yeah, Hydro Pump, Secret Sword.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You could run
Focus Blast.
and then
There
hidden power of your choice, maybe,
Yeah, like ice.
or whatever. Yeah, I just feel like that's gonna be a damn hard set to deal with.
Definitely.
I have a set in mind for that. I'll just bring my Focus Sash, Psych Up, Alakazam for that.
Psycho. Let's go. And then the thing is, while it doesn't have a great attack, you could almost make it mixed because it gets like, where I just saw it. It gets close combat. It gets Stone Edge.
Yes.
It gets X Scissor, so it's kind of like, I don't know. You can almost get some mixed.
It's almost like
action going on.
Terrakion.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, they're related in whatever way these things are. The pony Pokemons, I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be a major threat. If you're on it, it's gonna be on every rain team. I feel like as well.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like next to Scissor in the used rankings. It's gonna be like 20%. I think it is.
Scissor's been number one for forever, hasn't it? Or is that
it
something
has.
else? Yeah, I don't pay attention much to OU, but yeah.
Okay.
There would be a lot of pokes that could. There'd be a fair few pokes that could counter Keldeo.
Oh yeah,
I
of course.
think.
Yeah, there's gonna be. I mean, Ferrothorn. No, it doesn't because it's fighting.
Jellicent. Jellicent will do a really good job at that.
Yeah. I feel like Hidden Power Grass could be utilized as well, though, especially for like because Gastrodon as well.
Yeah.
And then no, Rotom doesn't, just because I don't know.
Tentacruel?
Tentacruel
would do pretty well.
Yeah, Tentacruel
it would.
good.
It resists both stabs.
Yeah.
And then I guess the thing is you might have to run it Hidden Power Ice too, just because of the fact that all the Dragon Flyings like Dragonite and Salamence resist Hydro Pump and your Fighting Stab, both your stabs.
Yeah.
So, of course, after a Calm Mind, if you're running like max speed and then just max special attack with the plus speed nature, you're at 357 special attack without a Calm Mind. So after a Calm Mind, and Hydro Pump in the rain, that's gonna be pretty powerful. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna leave a dent in anything.
Yeah.
This is it.
That's for sure. I don't know. But do we agree it's probably going to be OU though?
Yeah,
it'll
for sure.
definitely be OU. It cannot be UU. That would be too powerful.
All right. And then Meloetta and Genesect, is it fair to say we don't know enough about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just go with that.
Genesect, I feel like would be pretty powerful. I don't know what Meloetta does, but I've come across some Genesects and they're pretty powerful, and it's got good typing as well. You know, Bug, Steel, same as Izzor.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have
And
I think.
download?
yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think it does.
God damn it.
So, I think Genesect would be pretty powerful on a rain team as well.
Yeah, it would.
I think Meloetta gets a move that changes its typing to the fighting type. And
Yeah, remember when I
let me look.
first started watching Battles, Elo was using like Meloetta a lot, and I never got how it worked because I was first watching Battles and I just didn't understand it. But it like changes form, kind of like Cherim almost. I'm not sure if it's real like has the same kind of deal as that. I don't know if it was weather related or what it is. I have no idea what Meloetta works. People watching this probably know more than us, but
Meloetta is normally normal / psychic type, and if there's a move I think you can use that changes it to normal fighting type.
really,
Wow. That's interesting.
huh? I mean, I don't know when it's going to be released or anything or like that, but
Yeah.
its stats are pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is good. Plus, switching the forms will switch the stats as well.
It says normal psychic, its ability is Serene Grace. Huh. 128 spec attack and 128 spec D. That's respectable. Huh. I don't know. We'll see.
All right,
Wow.
so JD, you want to ask the next question?
Sure. Let me find one. Oh, this was actually yours. I'm kind of stealing it. Where is it? Can't find it.
Is it the slacking one?
Yeah. So you can ask it. I can't find it.
Okay. So the question is, do you guys think that slacking should get feint to kind of counter, I guess you could say, detect and protect users? Because feint does bypass, counter, and detect. So, I mean, not counter, protect and detect. So how do you guys? What do you guys think about that?
I don't think it needs it, to be honest. I think if you chuck a scarf on it and you use it as a revenge killer, then you should know whether or not your opponent is running protect, and if it doesn't, then you should be all right with it. You know, it does its job fine as it is. I feel like.
I mean, yeah, I kind of agree. It'd be cool if it got it. It'd be kind of cool, like, oh, you use protect and I use feint, but I mean, in all reality, I don't think the move is that like powerful either. I don't know. Is it base like 25, 30?
I think it's base 50, and yeah, I agree. It's kind of situational, but it is something good to think about.
I think it'd be cool, but it wouldn't be game changing or anything like that. I mean,
it wouldn't make it. It wouldn't make it any higher than NU when it's already in there. So.
Yeah.
I guess
for sure.
I guess another question is, do you think, I don't know if it does slacking have a Dream World ability released?
No, it wouldn't. It's got Truant and it doesn't have Dream World.
Well, do you think there's a question? Do you think it should get a Dream World ability released?
I think if anything, it should have the ability like Regigigas. You know, it has slow start.
Oh, that's actually
Oh yeah.
a fair proposal.
Because if it had any other ability, just looking at it, he has base 160 attack, 150 HP, and 100 speed. Those stats are monstrous, and it could definitely go to OU.
I mean, 150 HP. Like that's. If you run Adamant, what's that? 460 it gets up to attack.
Yeah, it is.
God.
Yep, 460.
That's powerful.
I think that's on par with like Rampardos.
I think it's just under Rampardos, if I'm correct. Rampardos, though, man, if you run that, if you ran that on a Trick Room team, Rampardos is good.
Your Rampardos destroys.
Yeah, Rampardos is 165. Obviously, with Rampardos having those like zero defense whatsoever, kind of hinders.
Yeah.
But
what do you guys think about Escavalier with Jarable? Like, if Escavalier got Jarable, what do you think would happen?
I don't think it would be moved any more than UU. I mean, it would be a great utility move, and it would be kind of reliable because it does get Iron Head, and Gyro Ball would definitely be useful because it does have like base 20 speed. I think it has.
Yeah.
So
Something pretty damn slow like that.
yeah, 20 base speed. So it could be useful, but I don't think it would move it from UU.
Yeah.
It's got
I don't know either. Like,
yeah, base one. Okay, it doesn't get gyro ball. Obviously not. I've never used it.
Yeah, I never liked Escavalier for some reason.
I don't either. I don't know why.
yeah, neither. I've never used it, but it's a pretty powerful Pokemon. So
Come to think of it, I think I used it as a special wall one time. I'm trying to remember. I used it in an upload. I'm pretty sure I used it as a special wall, and like, I think right after that, I remember myself wanting to go on like, here, let's see. It's like, okay, on Smogon they have a set that's defensive, 248 HP, 8 attack, 252 special defense. Megahorn, Ironhead Pursuit, then like Toxic Rest with Leftovers or Chesto, Careful Nature. To me, that's kind of like Scissor, like the specially defensive variant of Scissor, only like a lot worse, obviously. But
yeah,
I mean, it's Scissor. It's like it's Scissor without priority. It's a bulkier, slower, without priority form of Scissor. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel if I had the choice, if I could run Scissor or Escavalier, I would definitely choose Scissor.
Well,
yeah,
obviously.
For sure.
I don't know. What was that battle? Damn it. I'm trying to remember. It works so well. It was situational, I remember, but as a special wall, for some reason, it works so well. I don't know what it'd have good synergy with, but I'll have to look that up at some point. There's a question here that caught my eye. It says, should there be a special version of Huge Power?
Yeah.
I reckon that would be really fun to use.
Yeah, I think that would be great because there are some pokes that have like base 50 or base 60 special attack, and if they had like the special version of Huge Power, it would definitely be usable. So it would move some Pokemon up some ranks or some tiers.
Yeah, like almost any normal type Pokemon. Like, I'm trying to think, Watchog or
Chatot.
yes,
Chatot.
stuff that has like the normal Pokemon have these like ridiculous move pools. They all get like Thunder and Blizzard and Fire Blast
Heat Wave.
Oh yeah.
and all that. Like for some reason only Watchog comes to my head because I used that in the roulette battle or something like that one time. But if you give that like a special form of Huge Power, that thing's gonna be a major threat.
Yeah, that would definitely change how it would be used.
I mean, well, Azumarill, what's its attack otherwise without Huge Power?
It's 50.
Like, seriously, though. I mean, and then you're talking about Huge Power, and now, like, Choice Banded, Aqua Jet, like, Oko's, like, everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be interesting.
I reckon it'd be interesting to have on something that's got a pretty high attack stat. Like, I'm looking at Eradicate. You would normally use as a physical attacker, but if you gave it this special version of Huge Power, that would make it a really interesting Pokemon to use because it could use Guts or it could use that ability.
Or even mixed for that. I mean, for the hell of it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you lose out on Guts.
Really...
What's its attack otherwise?
I think
81.
81. Well, we're talking NU, so I guess. Eh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sonny, did you have a question?
I'm gonna nick one off your list. Because your list is pretty awesome. All right, here we go. Choose a Pokemon to fuck, marry, and kill.
All right. I won't be going first. Nose goes.
Oh God.
All right, yours, Blake.
All right, so I guess Lopunny I would fuck. Oh, why am I saying this?
It's awkward. It's awkward.
I would definitely kill what's his face? Stunfisk.
Yes.
And I would
That's harsh.
marry let's see. Miltank.
Miltank. I'd marry
Wow.
I'd marry Gardevoir. I would.
Yep.
I'd have to agree with Lopunny. I don't want to feel like I'm stealing that, but let's be honest.
Yeah,
Fuck. Kill? Fuck, I don't know. I'd kill I'd kill Emolga, because that thing's a little bitch. Emolga can go die.
All right, your turn, Sonny.
Me, I would marry Curlia.
Wow, so you like the little ones.
Yeah. Marry Curlia,
We
but
gotta-
fuck Gardevoir.
We got a pedo. Is that even fair?
That's not fair.
Surely.
Oh,
Or
God.
okay. What would I kill? I would kill Blissey. Blissy's just a fat bitch.
God, I love Blitzy in your playthrough when you every time you lose. When you go back to
bitch.
the Pokemon Center. Oh, that's classic.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, so I kind of had a question I wanted to ask. Should there be a pre-evolution to legendary Pokemon?
Isn't there?
No.
Is there any?
I don't think so.
Is what's it? I can't think of the thing's name. It's blue and it's tiny. Manaphy? Is that considered legendary?
Fiona and Manaphy.
Are those? Does that?
They're related, but I don't know if it's an evolution chain.
It's not an evolution chain yet.
It's not. How are they related?
They just look like each other.
Oh, really? They don't evolve or anything?
No, they don't evolve, but they've got some sort of link to each other. I'm not sure what it is. Probably some storyline thing.
They have the same ability as well.
Yeah.
I could have swore one could have an egg of the other or something.
Yeah. I think.
If they can have eggs, though, doesn't that make them not legendary? I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if there are rules either.
I have no idea. But I think if they did have pre-evolution forms, they would still be powerful. And because of that, if you put an Eviolite on them, then they just become too powerful.
Yeah, just think of it like a baby version of Lugia. That would be like a great special defensive wall.
Give that an
Yeah.
Eviolite. Yeah, then we're talking like the Chansey, Blissey deal. Only in Ubers.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know how
exactly.
that'd work out in Ubers. Eviolite stuff in Ubers? I don't know. That'd be interesting. Of course, I don't play Ubers. I need to get into Ubers. I know, Sonny, didn't you have like a binge when you started playing Ubers for a while?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't really enjoy it that much.
How is
I know.
it? What's it like? Does shit just? I feel like shit would just die really quick, like all the time. Or is it?
If you mispredict, then yeah. But there's some pretty huge walls in there, like Lugia and Groudon and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's true.
just because there's a lot of power doesn't mean that the shit's just gonna die, because there's a lot of bulk as well.
I don't know. That's always how I viewed it. Just, of course, the one time, I think one of the 3 times I battled Ubers, or 2 or 3, was against you, and that's when Palkia just completely shit on my team. So
Yeah.
yeah,
God, I remember that.
yeah, that was not good. Prepare for Palkia. Was that thing was like scarfed or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was scuffed.
I feel like Draco just destroyed my entire team.
Sort of.
Oh, this is way late, but I just remembered this. Black and White 2, do you think they're going to have move tutors?
I think they should.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have move tutors.
Because if I remember right, 4th Gen Platinum, it did Pearl, because I didn't play way back then, but did Diamond and Pearl not have move tutors, and then Platinum introduced it, or was it had to do with Heart Gold Soul Silver, or what?
I think it was Platinum that had the move tutors.
Because
I'm not sure.
'cause
I
I
didn't really
w-
play 4th gen much.
I remember when I was making a lot of the pokes for 4th Gen, I remember that like half the moves I was teaching him were like move tutor moves. So like the thought, I heard this somewhere too, of the fact that maybe move tutor will be in Black and White too, and that could change things a lot. Like I feel like I'm stealing this from somewhere, but I remember someone talking about like a move tutor being able to teach like Conkeldurr or Ice Punch, for example.
Oh yeah, that was Shofu. Yeah, I remember saying that. He made a good point about that though.
And that, I mean, let's be honest, like that would make sense. It's Iron Fist and all that. I believe it's going to get eventually for the Dream World and whatnot, but
I think if there was a move tutor and you could teach, like Conkeldurr Ice Punch and stuff like that, I reckon there's going to be pretty big jumps in the metagame, just depending on some of the changes and some of the different sets that you can run. I think it'd be interesting.
There might be less usage on some Pokemon, but not by a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of hope that's what happens because I feel like it would make it a lot more fun if Black and White 2 kind of revamps. Because OU right now is, I don't know, it's just not as good as everyone says so. And I remember like from the few 4th gen games I played, 4th gen OU was just, it was fun, and just like 5th gen OU is just, it's the same shit every time. Weather,
Yeah, it is.
It's just weather dominated and everything. So I hope Black and White 2 somehow kind of revamps it, but I don't know if it will. Nonetheless, the lower tiers in Black and White are still fun. I love UU, and then NU.
Yeah.
NU's a blast. NU's fun to play.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think OU is ever going to change. At least not until the next generation. Just, I don't know, Pokemon that are in there now, I don't think it's really going to change that much. Weather wars are never going to end, and it's just... I feel like it's going to be like that at least until the next generation when, there's new Pokemon or new rules or clauses or whatever developed. But at the moment, there's not enough people who heavily object to the current, OU metagame, so no one's going to bother changing anything about it right now.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because there are a lot of people who like Weather Wars, and, it's just... People are not going to be happy if weather's banned or, whatever.
All right. Well, this thing's getting kind of long. So, either of you have a last question, last comments?
Let's go one more. Why not?
Okay, okay. We have to do this. Take it from the front or behind.
What?
No, you can't say no. You gotta say something.
Wait, what do you mean by front? How front are we talking?
yeah. Like, let's get detailed here.
Okay. Up the butt or in your mouth.
This is Blake's
Yeah,
question,
Sonny, you
everybody.
go first.
Blake
Sonny, you
thought
go
of this.
first.
All right. I'll take it from behind and pretend it's a medical exam. Yeah. Nah, nothing from the front. That's
Yeah,
a
no,
little too
I
full on for
mean-
me.
Oh God, yeah. We can't do the front. That just.
That's just not right.
That's like one of the questions I answered for my Q&A video. It's what was it? Have you what was it? Bear trap on your
would you-
balls or
Teabag a bear trap or
teabag a bear trap or
deep throat a cactus.
or deep throat a cactus. It's kind of like it's just one is just a better option, and in the butt is it's just the better option.
It's gonna hurt. It's not gonna be pleasant, but I would prefer that. To the front,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
mouth, no thank
Yep.
you. All right, so
Yeah, I have to agree with you guys, but I kind of want to sit afterwards.
Alrighty.
all right, Sue, why don't you close this up here?
All right. So that'll be it for episode 1 of this podcast, and be sure to check out JDW142, Oh My Arceus, and I. So until next time, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Penis.